Okay, we're going to continue with the lesson that we began in section 2.1 on relations and functions. When you're finished with this lesson, you'll be able to write and evaluate functions. So now for a quick warm-up, I want you to answer these two questions. So pause the video and then answer the question, can you have a relation that is not a function? And question 2, can you have a function that is not a relation? Yes, a relation is any set of pairs of input and output values, but a function is always a relation. Key concepts for this lesson. There is the function rule. It's an equation that represents an output value in terms of an input value. You can write the function rule in function notation. And then independent variable is the x. It represents the input, and the dependent is the y. It represents the output value. It is called dependent because it depends on the input value. Okay, so what do we mean by all this? First of all, let's learn about evaluating functions. Now notice this is function notation. It used to be we'd write y equals mx plus b. Instead of y, we have f of x. So it means the same thing, it's just written in function notation. And we're to evaluate this function, negative 2x plus 11, when x is equal to 5, when x is equal to negative 3, and when x is equal to 0. So let's take a look and see what that means. Okay, our input is 5, so we'll simply, instead of x, we're going to place a 5. Now, this 5 here just means that's what we're evaluating the function for. This is where we actually begin the work. In place of x, we're going to substitute the 5. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10 plus 1 gives us 1. So when f is 5, our output is 1. So our input is 5, our output is 1. Okay, let's evaluate this same function when x is negative 3. Negative 3 times negative 2, positive 6 plus 11. So when f of x, when we're evaluating for negative 3, our output is 17. Now let's evaluate this function for 0. And we just put it here because this is what we're evaluating for, 0. Negative 2 times 0 is 0, plus 11 is 11. So when we input 0 into this function, we got out an 11. Okay, now let's write a function rule. And before we've written equations, okay, this time it's a function rule. We're writing it in function notation to model the cost per month of a long-distance cell phone calling plan. Then we're going to evaluate the function for a given number of minutes. So we've got a monthly service fee of $4.99. Our rate per minute is 10 cents, and we're going to evaluate the function for 250 minutes. So this is our constant, and this is what is changing, 10 cents per minute. Okay, so the cost per minute is equal to $4.99 plus 10 cents per minute. Now let's evaluate this function for 250 minutes. So all we'll do in place of m, we're going to substitute 250, and our answer is $29.99. So stop for a moment and do that work and see if you get the same answer. If so, you are ready to begin working on the assignment.